Salt and Pepper. Part 1. Doctor, we're losing him. The shout echoed through the hospital corridor as nurses rushed a stretcher toward the emergency room.
Quickly!
Blood stained the white sheets. Machines beeped wildly. A woman ran behind the stretcher, tears pouring down her face. Please save my husband. Please save him. Grace could barely breathe as she watched doctors push Daniel through the swinging doors. What happened? One nurse asked. There was an accident, Grace sobbed. A truck hit his car. The doors slammed shut. Grace stood frozen. Beside her stood her daughter, Anita. A few steps away stood another girl. Quiet, nervous, unwanted.
Amara.
Nobody noticed her. Nobody ever did. Then a doctor rushed out. We need blood immediately. Grace grabbed his arm. Take mine. We need to test first. Several family members were called. Everyone waited anxiously. One by one, the results came back. No match. Not one. The doctor looked worried. We are running out of time. Grace burst into tears. Anita started shaking. Then the doctor looked at another file. His eyes widened. We have the match. Everyone turned. The doctor pointed directly at Amara. For a moment, silence filled the corridor. Grace stared at her. Anita stared at her. Even Amara looked surprised. The same girl they treated like a servant. The same girl nobody wanted in the house. The same girl who slept in a tiny room while Anita enjoyed every comfort. Now she was the only person who could save Daniel's life. Before anyone could speak, Amara stepped forward. I'll do it. Grace's eyes widened. After everything? Amara swallowed hard. He's still my father. The doctor immediately led her away. As Grace watched Amara disappear down the hallway, shame began creeping into her heart. Because for years, she had done everything possible to make that girl feel like she didn't belong. And it all started 10 years earlier. Back then, Daniel's life looked perfect. He owned a successful business. He had a beautiful house. He had a respected name in town. Most importantly, he had Grace, the woman he loved, the woman he eventually married. But there was one secret Grace could never fully accept. Before Daniel met her, he had been involved with another woman named Stella. The relationship ended long before the wedding, but it left behind something permanent, a child, a little girl named Amara. Grace knew about the child before marriage. Daniel had been honest. She's my daughter, he said. I will always support her. At the time, Grace agreed. She thought the child would remain far away. She thought she would never have to deal with her. Years passed peacefully. Daniel sent money every month. Amara lived with Stella in another town. The arrangement worked, or so everyone thought. Then life changed. Stella's small business collapsed. Debt piled up. Bills multiplied. Food became scarce. She struggled for months before finally making a painful decision. One afternoon, a taxi stopped outside Daniel's gate. A young girl stepped out carrying a worn-out bag. Beside her stood Stella. Grace happened to be watering flowers when she saw them. Immediately, her stomach tightened. She knew exactly who they were. Stella walked straight toward the house. Amara followed quietly. Daniel came outside. His expression changed instantly. Stella? She looked exhausted. I can't do this anymore. Daniel frowned. What happened? I lost everything. Daniel looked at Amara. The little girl lowered her eyes. Stella pushed the bag toward him. She's your daughter. Daniel froze. What are you saying? I'm saying I can't raise her anymore. Amara's eyes filled with tears. Mama? Stella looked away. Don't make this harder. Daniel shook his head. There must be another way. There isn't. For several seconds nobody spoke. Then Stella knelt before Amara. The girl immediately hugged her. Mama, please don't leave me. Stella started crying too. But she gently removed Amara's arms. You'll be okay.
No.
You will. Mama, please. Stella kissed her forehead. Then she stood. Without another word, she turned around and walked away. Amara ran after her. Mama. Stella kept walking. Mama. The taxi door opened. Mama, please come back. The vehicle drove away, leaving the little girl standing in the dust.
Crying. Broken. Alone.
Daniel slowly approached her. It's okay. But Amara knew it wasn't okay. Nothing would ever be okay again. Behind them, Grace watched everything. And instead of sympathy, resentment grew inside her heart. That evening tension filled the house. Daniel sat at the dining table. Grace crossed her arms. So, she's staying? Daniel sighed. She's my daughter. We already have a family. She is family. Grace laughed bitterly. Easy for you to say. Daniel looked directly at her. She's just a child. Grace remained silent. But deep down, she had already made a decision. If Amara was going to live in that house, she would never truly belong there. That night Anita met Amara for the first time. The two girls stood facing each other. Are you staying here forever? Anita asked. I don't know. This is my house. Amara nodded. Okay. And that's my father. Amara looked confused. He's my father too. Anita's face hardened.
No.
Before Amara could respond, Grace called Anita. Come inside. Anita obeyed immediately, leaving Amara standing alone. Daniel eventually prepared a small room for her. It was actually a storage room. Old boxes filled the corners. The bed creaked. The window barely opened. Still, Amara tried to smile. At least she had somewhere to sleep. As she unpacked her tiny bag, she pulled out a photograph. It showed her and Stella together.
Tears rolled down her cheeks.
For the first time in her life, she felt completely unwanted.
She didn't know it yet.
But much worse was coming, because Grace had only begun to show her true feelings. And before long, Amara would discover exactly what it meant to be treated like pepper in a house where someone else was considered salt.